I got a cheat ability in another world. The teenager Yui learned from a young age what problems are, about which the heart breaks. And all this happened because the boy was orphaned in early childhood. But he didn't stay alone, because he had a grandfather. The old man was a kind, wise man and therefore taught the Nooks to solve problems, not to be afraid of them and not to be discouraged, especially without reason. But on the school grounds, the guy has to face problems that cannot be solved with a smile of optimism. The students of the school make Yui suffer because of bullying and even physical abuse, and the guy tries to show fortitude and hold the blow, as his grandfather taught. But not a single insult and not a single blow can compare with the pain that a boy feels when his grandfather dies. The boy is in a depressed psychological state and has no idea what to do next. He is in his grandfather's house and accidentally discovers a secret door. It was not an easy door, and it led to another dimension. Without fear of the unknown, he goes to the world where he can escape from suffering. In this world, adventures await him, but also the development of the incredible potential inherent in him, which you did not even know about. The Saga of Wine, the second season. The events originated in the 6th century, in Iceland, where the mighty Vikings lived. They had faith in the sides, and therefore they were not afraid of death. They gravitated towards conquering new lands. The son of the torso was going to continue to be made. Thorfinn often listened to the stories of his father's friend Leif about battles and exploits and decided to repeat the path of a warrior. After a while, Thorfinn has to leave the house and take up the sword. The boy makes every effort to convince his father to take him with him, but he resisted it. Then Thorfinn simply entered the Drakkar without asking, and the father found his son there late. Thorfinn saw with his own eyes the carnage with Askeladd's squad. But the horror is the loss of his father. Thorfinn decides to take revenge on his enemy, and he joins Askeladd's squad to kill him. And for this, the boy had to grow up, become stronger. And he grew up, matured and learned to be a warrior. On his way, he killed a lot of those who became his opponents. He also met very worthy people, and these were devoted Ragnar, a lover of Bit Torgel. His fate brought him together with the insidious Floki and the pretender to the throne, Nud, but the dream of killing the enemy has not become less and it's time to realize it in another world with a smartphone. The second season of Mochizuki Toya led a completely ordinary life, which was supposed to be a 15-year-old guy. But the fate of even the most ordinary person can interfere with chance. Mochizuki becomes the victim of an accident. Lightning strikes the guy, its blow turns out to be fatal. The teenager dies, but from above comes to the decision that there was a cancer accident, because he should have lived longer and achieved considerable success. In general, in heaven, hopes were pinned on the guy, writing him a pretty good fate. But something went wrong, and it had to be fixed. Mochizuki go to heaven, terrified of their own death. The guy was waiting for an incredible meeting with God himself. Michizuki learns that he will continue to live, but in a new world inhabited by a wide variety of creatures besides humans. In general, living in the world where the guy will go is similar to the one that he interrupted. They will explain to the guy what living conditions are expected of him, and allow him to take a thing or even a friend with him to a new world. Michizuki decides that he simply cannot do without one important thing, which is a smartphone. But in the new world, he will have to focus on other pursuits and be puzzled by the development of talents.